As you can see, I am a male, 86 years old and still active and healthy. But I have a wife, 4 daughters, if you include the stepdaughters, 3 granddaughters and 2 great-granddaughters. That's 10 females, so I am a mere male. When I was a kid, the man generally went out to work while the woman stayed at home, did the shopping and cooking, fed the family, looked after the kids and cleaned the house. Then we had women's liberation, which was supposed to change all that. Now, maybe I'm missing something, but all I can see is that she has all the jobs she had before, but on top of working a full-time job. I made this video for the benefit of those mothers. Now, I do acknowledge that many men are fulfilling the mothering role, who are feeding their families with real, living food in this supermarket age of dead, inert food. It somehow seems that mothers have an incredible range of knowledge, so they are fully tuned into the fact that we need a healthy gut, and the way to do that is to eat plants grown in living soil, teeming with beneficial microbes. Fathers may know a lot about cars, football, and what is wrong with the current bunch of politicians, but women know that a bright yellow car is easy to find in the supermarket car park, and that you need to eat plants grown in living soil. And if you can't find that in a supermarket, so it is a case of do it yourself. In this age, when many people live in apartments or in ever-decreasing block size with little or no garden, this can mean growing food in the box. There are some very pretty boxes on the market, with handcrafted exteriors and complex plastic liners. And if this is your scene, that is fine. But it is not essential. You may care, but the microbes don't. My ever thrifty wife saw a light fitting that a neighbour was throwing out in the rubbish, which makes a perfectly functional growing box. All that is needed is a drainage hole at the bottom. So let us not get hung up on the box. That's your choice. But what is not a choice is feeding the microbes. Cows die if you don't feed them, and microbes are just very small cows, and they feed on organic waste. They also need to breathe and drink. She is a busy lady, so she does not want to water every day. She puts a layer of organic waste on the bottom. Grass is great, or if she has no lawn, she can buy some sugarcane mulch. There are mountains of that, and the growers are trying to sell. We call this bottom layer the sponge layer because it holds water, so it extends time between watering. But then she may put in a layer of kitchen waste, which is caviar to the microbes that come in the next layer. The next layer is where she adds biomine, a mixture of beneficial microbes, minerals including trace minerals, and some food for the microbes so they can breed during transport. As I explained in my previous video, we have to overcome the problems of dynamic equilibrium. I will explain how biomine works in my next video, and after that why flood and flush is so important. Dear Mum, I know you are committed to feeding your family healthy food, and this is the time when you need to choose. On one hand, you can support the executives of a multi-million-dollar a year salary who want you to buy their chemically industrial system of dead inert food promoted in a manipulative campaign. Or you can follow me. Deficiencies in our modern ultra-processed foods are the leading cause of the modern epidemic of chronic diseases, obesity, diabetes, heart attacks and dementia, as fat clogs our bodies. I may be old, but I helped Mum grow food in the Victory Gardens of World War II and have been growing food ever since. But I have a career in innovation. I've been selected as one of Australia's leading innovators for my pioneering work on computer-aided engineering. And I've watched with concern how technology is so often used to increase profits for the few. I believe in technology, but it should be developed for the benefit of society as a whole. My aim has been to develop the technology of growing food that will keep us healthy. I admit it takes a little more effort than throwing packets of triple plastic wrapped food into the supermarket trolley, but it's not worth it for you and your family. I'm producing a series of videos so you can have the facts. Can I suggest you visit our website gbiotic.com and register via the expression of interest form. We can then email you when we produce the next video, which will explain what Biomin is about and how to use it and to breed beneficial microbes for you and your family's gut health.